Welcome to some extra work on temperature conversions. So in the packet, we're on page 343, but these are the two big formulas, and they're actually the same formula. I mean, if you manipulate one, you get the other, and I'd show you if you care, but most people don't care. So you can see that, you know, if you're looking for Celsius, whatever you're looking for is by itself. So if I want Celsius, I use this formula. If I want Fahrenheit, I use this formula. Just kind of see what you want. So to start, let's say convert 85 degrees Fahrenheit to Celsius. So I want Celsius, so I'm going to use the C equals 5/9 F minus 32. And I'm going to kind of walk through these a little bit slowly in the beginning, and I'm going to get faster as we go. So you can see that this F right in here corresponds to this. So we are going to take C equals 5/9, and I'm going to plug in 85 for F. Okay, order of operations. Now, depending on your calculator, changes things, but I want you to understand why we're doing things. So, order of operations says you do inside the parentheses first. So, I'm going to take 5/9, and inside parentheses, I get 85 minus 32 is 53. Now, this division bar, remember, the fraction bar is the same as division. So, this is the same as saying 5 divided by 9 times 53. And so that, since it's division multiplication, just type it in exactly like you see it. 5 divided by 9 times 53, and you will come up with 29.4 degrees Celsius. All right. And the next one, let's convert Celsius to Fahrenheit. So now we're trying to find Fahrenheit. So we are going to use the F equals 9/5 C plus 32. And no, you don't have to memorize these formulas. They are on your formula sheet, right, that you have. But if you would write the formula out before every problem, you will totally just remember it automatically because you'll use it so much. Anyway, okay, sorry, I get off on tangents. 40 degrees Celsius plugs in for C. So I have F equals 9/5 times 40 plus 32. And if you remember order of operation, adding and subtracting is done at the very, very end. So you're going to take 9 divided by 5 times 40. That's your first step. So when you take 9 divided by 5 and you multiply by 40, you get 72. And then you take that 72, then you add 32 to it. So then you get your answer of 104 degrees Fahrenheit. But you have to do that piece first. If you don't, it'll jack your answer. So make sure you do the multiplication division, and at the very, very end, you add the 32. All right, so we're going to do some conversions here. We're going to go to Fahrenheit first. So for all of these, I'm going to be using the F equals 9/5 C plus 32. So F equals 9/5 times 10 plus 32. And again, you've got to do this beginning piece first. So I will end up with 18 plus 32 for an answer of 50 degrees Fahrenheit. In the second one, I have 30. So I've got F equals 9/5 times 30 plus 32. So I got to do this green shape that I concocted here. And I end up with getting 54 plus 32 for an answer of 86 degrees Fahrenheit. Some more, same formula. So I will take F equal, and notice how I start every one of them with F equals, because that's a good mathematician. And you should, try to build some good habits, because habits are good. So I do this part first, and I end up with 180, and I add 32, and that gives me 212 degrees Fahrenheit. And you might have known this already from the Celsius mark, but that is boiling. 100 degrees Celsius, 200 degrees Fahrenheit is the boiling temperature of water. Now we have 37, so F equals 9 divided by 5 times 37 and then I add 32. So when I do this beautiful divide and multiply, I get 66.6. Then I add 32, and when you put those together, you get 98.6 degrees Fahrenheit. And of course, you're thinking right now, is that a what? Yes, that is what your normal body temperature should be. So in Celsius, your body temperature should be roughly 37 degrees Celsius. All right, you're at Niagara Falls in Canada. Road sign says the road will be slick at 0 degrees Celsius. Why is the sign posted? Remember, this is a quantitative reasoning, so you want to quantify your answer. Don't just say, well, it's cold. Yes, it is cold. Slick. So we want to say F equals, right, 9/5 times 0 plus 32. That's easy math. You multiply anything by 0, you get 0. And when you add 0 to 32, you just get 32. So the road could be slick at 0 degrees Celsius because 32 degrees Fahrenheit is the temperature of freezing, right? That's when the water on the road is going to freeze. So make sure you have a reason of why or why not the road is posted. Don't just say it's cold. You know, it's 32 degrees Fahrenheit. That means it's freezing, right? Give a good answer. For the next section, we're going to go to Celsius. So we are going to use the formula C equals 5/9 and then F minus 32. So in this first one, pretty exciting, C equals 5/9 times 32 minus 32. I don't know about you guys, but I can do that subtraction all day long. And I get 5/9 times 0. And as we just said, anything times 0 is 0. So that just gives me 0 degrees Celsius. Right? It's freezing. Freezing point of water. All right, so in the second one, 45. So now I've got C equals 5/9 times 45 minus 32. So I've got 5/9. When I take 45 minus 32, that gives me 13. And just to refresh, you will take 5 divided by 9 times 13. And when you do that, you should get 7.22 degrees Celsius. All right, keeping it up. 70 degrees Fahrenheit. So C equals 5/9. I plug in the 70 for F, and I subtract 32. Order of operation tells me to do the subtraction inside parentheses first, which gives me 38. And when I take 5 divided by 9 and multiply by 38, I get 21.11 degrees Celsius. What about if it's 84 degrees Fahrenheit? Well, C equals 5/9 times 84 minus 32. Inside parentheses, 84 minus 32 gives me 52. And when I do that math, I end up with 28.89 degrees Celsius. And the Yankees hit a home run. Woo! Number 10. If a normal body temperature is 98.6 degrees Fahrenheit, what would a normal body temperature in degrees Celsius be? I know we already did this, but let's go the other way. So we're going to use the formula C equals 5/9 F minus 32. So I go to plug in my numbers. 5/9, 98.6 minus 32. So that is 5/9 times 66.6. And then when I do that math, I end up with 37 degrees Celsius. And there's kind of an overview and a couple problems on temperatures conversions.